TGR.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Onix, and I'm just gonna do a real quick unscripted video on Gears of War 5. I recently played the tech test on my PC. I have the Xbox Games Pass for PC, and I love it. I think it's a great service to have. It's super cheap, $5 a month, and you get access to all these games, and apparently betas as well. So definitely something worth considering if you want to play some Xbox exclusives on your PC. Now, Gears of War, I have some history with the series. I loved, and I mean loved, Gears of War 1. That's the reason why I bought an Xbox 360 in the first place. The tech that was running that game, Unreal Engine 3, was just, it blew my mind. I mean, I was barely 18 years old, maybe 19, and seeing those graphics, seeing what this next generation, the first HD generation, could push out was just, it blew my mind. So I had to get it. I had to have Gears of War 1. So again, I loved that game. I loved the multiplayer. I spent countless hours with my brother and one of my good friends on it. It was just a great experience overall, until people started learning how to crab walk and do all that crazy glitchy nonsense that happened with that. That sucked. But and also, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about this. Who remembers host advantage? Who in their right mind thought that the person with the best connection would have that advantage? I have no idea. But damn, that was awful. And you knew who had host advantage, so you could tell, because they would just murk you, and you had no way of like avoiding that. But anyway, Gears of War 1 was a great starting point. Gears of War 2 was an even better sequel. The Horde mode they introduced was super, super fun. And, you know, in terms of story, you know, that's subjective. I think the story in Gears of War has always been very basic, and it still was with Gears of War 2. I never actually played Gears of War 3, and since I didn't own an Xbox One, I haven't played Gears of War 4. It is on my list of games that I do want to play now that I have the Game Pass, but for now I haven't installed it because my SSD is a measly 250 gigs, and that thing is like 130. Thank you, 4K textures. But anyway, I decided to just give the beta a shot because I did want to see how the Gears formula had evolved. Now, the beta came with two modes that you could play in, either quick play, which is like an arcade. Enemies tend to have less health. It's easier to down people. And then I played ranked mode. So let's talk a little bit about quick play and just give you the general idea of how that mode felt. So on that mode, I played Team Deathmatch, which is just your basic, 5v5 matches. I played about 5 matches of Team Deathmatch before I, wanted to try ranked. And the first thing I noticed was that, besides using mouse and keyboard to control the game, it still felt like Gears of War. And that's one thing that I do want to note. Games like Uncharted and, of course, Gears of War, which are the modern and the relevant cover-based third-person shooters, they still kind of feel the same. Gears of War had the active reload mechanic that was really cool, as well as, of course, the mechanic where you just kill somebody with a chainsaw. I forget which game introduced the battling chainsaws thing that you see every once in a while, but in Gears of War 5, it's still there. And that's kind of where I'm getting at. It feels just like Gears, and I don't feel like it was a crazy evolution to the mechanics that were introduced in that very first game. I mean, there's the differences, right? You do have the different weapons and the different feels, right? The different sways of the weapons and how they shoot and work. But overall, the shooting is practically the same. It hasn't really changed much, and that's not a bad thing. Gears of War 1 had a fantastic base to build upon, so definitely not something that's a negative. It's something to consider when you come into the game. Are you expecting something brand new, a whole new experience? You may not get that. But that was my time with Team Deathmatch and Quick Play. With Ranked, it was a totally different experience. On Quick Play, Team Deathmatch, I managed to get a few kills, and it felt good. It definitely was a lot quicker than I was used to, but I still felt like I was doing work. When I went into Ranked, however, that changed entirely. Players were zip-zagging around cover. I mean, decimating me with shotguns. It was kind of awful, I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, this could be for the beta. I don't know if this will... I'm sure when the final game launches, it won't be this way, but it put me in the group of beginners. We were all levels like, or ranks 1 through 5, against people that were ranks in the 20s, and even a guy that was almost like rank 40. It was insane. I have no idea what happened with this match. I don't know if the game mode just didn't have enough players and it needed more, so it just kind of threw me in there. But I hated it. I mean, we were obliterated. I had no chance. So I tried 2 games of ranked, and they both ended the same way. People were just... The skill was apparent. The skill gap was apparent there. We were genuinely no match for these people. So you know, it's something that I would like to play again. I think Gears of War has a fantastic base to play. The gameplay is very solid, very smooth. But we'll see. There's going to be a second round for the beta this next weekend coming up. I'll probably play that too, just because I have it installed, and I'm, you know, why uninstall it if there's going to be a second round? But these are just my quick, unscripted impressions. I think the game may have a lot to deliver, and depending on if I get to play Gears of War 4 before 5 comes out, I might actually just jump on that, because I will have access to it thanks to the Game Pass. But anyway, what did you guys think? Have you all played the beta? Did you have a chance? Do you even care about Gears of War? Is it outdated and ugly? I don't know. And also, just my apologies if the footage isn't the best or the most high fidelity. My computer isn't the greatest. I did get a new GPU, which made me get some uncapped FPS. I still think the game looks great, but it wasn't blowing my mind. But I don't know if that was the game itself or my computer. So we'll have to wait for the single-player campaign and see how that looks. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Like what you saw? Check out some of our other videos.
Be sure to click the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching.